And we are live today from a cave, in a cave of distortion as requested by Mr. Robert. This is the sixth and final show of the Land of Wild Turkey Tour as requested by MercerSkye. Let me see, yes, I'm wearing headphones and I'm not happy about it. Oh, they're not plugged in, that's part of the problem. How's everybody doing? I can't see anything that's happening. I had all these problems, but I made it. There we go. I can't see any. I don't know if anyone's here. I can't see anything. Oh, I do. There are some people here. I see Flabs is here. 13th now. Wager wears hats. Mr. Robert Dom, Enigma, Electric Blue, Skyborg, Kobo Reason, Ninja Fleas. Welcome everybody. If I did not say your name, I just don't see it yet. Let's see. Oh, where's hats? I said where's hats, didn't I? Wow, let's see. We have, it looks like no milestones. We have some request credits. Oh, and Flabs hit 8 months. 8-month resub. Venue, the Twitch maternity ward. Let's see. Well, let's get into some music. Let's get into some music right away. Get me out of my funk with all these problems I had. Oh yeah, our milestones. There they are. Looks like we have Happy Hanukkah, Drum with Morris Hats, and Santa Claus from Cool Reason. It's Morris Hats' first custom text drum loop. Nice. William Drake is here. Okay. There we go. Yeah, it looks like my shirt is gray. My shirt is actually blue, but I have the saturation down on the camera to remove some of the green screen around my fingers, and it's still there. Okay. Get our drum fills in. You know what? Let's do triplets. Let's start off our show with some triplets. There we go. Cake Johnson with a 3-month resub. Thanks, Cake Johnson. Cake Johnson wrote boop. Okay, let's see. Do we have a... Oh, we have a cheer from Allegra. A holiday cheer. Big holiday cheer. Thank you, Allegra. So, you guys, some of you guys recall that the drama with my in-ear monitors in the spring, late spring. They broke, and I got sort of these temporary ones, but the ones I had were custom fit. Like I'd gone to an audiologist 18 years ago or something and had custom molds. And the problem is the custom molds were specific to these in-ear monitors, which they made like 20 years ago and they no longer make. And getting custom fit in-ear monitors is incredibly expensive now. It's way more expensive now than it was then, I guess. You would think it would have gotten cheaper. But somehow I managed on eBay to find new in box the in-ear monitor so I could use my molds. But the new in-box monitors, it seems, lasted less than about 6 months. So I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do. It's like I was not anticipating a massive expense like this. I'm not sure what to do, because it's very hard for me to do the headphones and play horns and sing and stuff. But I might have no choice. Let's see. Is the Dub Smash Kit from Frabs? Let's check it. Frabs. I'm so confused now. There it is. There's our kit. Dub Smash. Oh yeah, let's make our loops. So we're making triple loops. Oh yeah, well I think of it, let me make our delays triplets. Oh, I should not have done a. I'm gonna take it back. We're not gonna do triplets because our beautiful custom text drum loops got cut off because there's fewer notes in the triplet option. So we're gonna do 16ths instead, so we can enjoy these drum loops. Dom says well playing headphones. Where's that? Says all us subs of our headphones on, join us. I think it's I also don't like the headphones when I'm talking to you guys because it's, I feel like subtly it sends this message that I'm not listening to you guys because I got headphones on, because normally if you see someone wearing headphones and you're talking, it's pretty antisocial, them wearing their headphones, Although I suppose I could look at it as if I'm a sports broadcaster or something. They've got their headphones. Let's see, did these work? Those worked. Okay, take 2 of these drum loops. So coming up to this show, it's the last show of 2017, means we are doing our tour vote for the first tour of 2018. Okay, we got our request now. Okay. So first up, it's the Happy Hanukkah beat. Happy Hanukkah from Where's Hats? Here it is. Skyboard says there's 12 notes in the triplets. That's correct, because there's 4 beats, and each beat has 3 notes in it. So 4 times 3, 12. Normally what we've been doing on the show is 16th notes, which is dividing a beat into 4. And the reason you call it 16th notes is there's 16 of them in a 4/4 measure. I think that's why they're called 16ths. It would make sense, right? What's interesting is that I shouldn't talk about. I haven't thought about music theory history for so long. Whoops. Let's try that again. Here's the Happy Hanukkah beat. Electric Blue says it sends the message that you're definitely listening because of the big headphones. I should get bigger headphones. I should embrace it. If I've got to wear these headphones, I should just get the biggest headphones anyone has ever seen. That are each earpiece is as big as my entire head. These gigantic. That could be a good marketing thing for me. Yeah, the reason I was late today was twofold. When I started the streaming computer, I restart every computer before the show. Just because restarting solves 99% of problems. So you might as well start fresh. I restarted the streaming computer. I started doing my steps. And then I got to the point where I was testing my sound card, and the sound card hadn't loaded. So I had to restart, and that put me behind. And then when I restarted, it messed up because I'd already networked the computers together, and they were confused, and they couldn't talk. And so it was one thing after another. Okay, here's our happy Hanukkah beat. Here it is. Pretty sort of a serious beat for Happy Hanukkah. Nice. There's our first beat from Where's Hats. Next up, we got Santa Claus. Look at those perfectly positioned underscores. Perfectly positioned underscores from Cool Reason. Here it is. I'm leaving it raw, 100% raw. I dig it. No kick on 1, no snare on 2 or 4, no kick on 3. It's a different beat right there. I dig it. Nice. Okay, we got our beats. Let's check out our sounds. First up is the Mini D bass. And that's from Skyboard. We have the old stab pad from Flabs. I guess I'm sick too. These are the first words I've spoken out loud today. This happens sometimes, you know. I got up super early. I started working. So I have not seen a human being yet today, and so these are the first words. So I had no idea. I had no idea that my voice was until the show started. Old stab pad from Flabs. We got Dobro chords. They're back from Dom. They were gone for a while, and then Mr. Robert did his commission and brought him back, and now Dom has brought him back again. There we go. Just try to remember where the minor one is. There it is. Okay. And then we have Kubel Bells and Kubel Reason. We got the Boys Chamber Ensemble from Skyborg. Dom says the last show of 2017. I had to. They had to be included in the last show. I'm sure they were in the first show of 2017. You know, let's check this. Let's see. What was the first song of 2017? What was it? I'm going to tell you guys. So, let's see. So we're going to look for ones greater than or equal to 1/1/2017. Okay, that's a test song. That doesn't count. There it is. Okay, the first song of 2017 was titled, it was on January 2nd. It was titled Xenon Clouds. It was named by Puggy. And it featured requests from Hat Machine, Tiny Tina's Revenge, Dorf, Match AP87, Chatalicious, Light Captain, NJ Tim 509, Fafel Maestro, Brucos, who else? Azazlin, Sour Frog. That was our first track of 2017. And let's see, when did Dobro Chords make its debut in 2017? Or maybe, when did you get into doing Dobro Chords? Maybe it wasn't, oh, there it is. On January 3rd, Dobro Chords. There it is. Okay. Okay, I should have started the poll while I was doing that. Shouldn't I have? But you guys choose what is next. Let's see. We could start with one of the drum loops. Our Happy Hanukkah, Santa Claus, mini bass, old stab pad, Dombro, Cool Blue Bells, Boys Chamber Ensemble. We definitely have sounds for a Christmassy type thing, except it's minor. We're starting in minor. Well, maybe we'll start in minor and we'll move into major. There's our synth fifth comp. Oh, did I give credit to synth fifth comp? I think I got distracted. That was from Enigma. Those are your options. Let's see. Okay. Those of y'all who do Christmas, you finished your shopping? My family, I don't know, 5, 6 years ago, 10 years ago, switched to a Secret Santa type thing where everyone just gets one gift. You're assigned a person. It's so good. It makes life so much easier. Granted, we're all fogies now. Well, I'm the oldest I have a relatively large family. I'm the oldest. But see, here's my thing with gifts. Is waste really bothers me. I know that Christmas powers our economy, and if we didn't have Christmas, we would have the greatest depression of all time. And I don't mean great as in good. Christmas powers our economy. However, just the idea of people buying things and giving them to people that they don't need, it just makes me uncomfortable. I don't like buying stuff I don't need. I don't want to buy anything unless I need it. And I know the ideal way to give a gift is put a lot of time in and know for sure that someone's going to need it, right? But that often doesn't happen, you know. But if you're really trying to get a gift you know someone's going to love, that takes a lot of time and thought. Usually. At least for me. I have to really think about it. Okay, let's end this poll. Dom says, I like buying charitable gifts for people. I think that's a great one. We did that one year for my family. It was a long time ago. It was like, I was 1 year, and I was like, I just can't do this anymore. Here's what I'm going to do. I told everyone, I was like, this is when we were still giving gifts to everyone in the family. I said, okay, you choose a charity that you like, and I'm going to donate money to your charity. And then I told them charities that I liked and say, if you want to give me a gift, give it to one of these charities. I like that. It's the Boys Chamber Ensemble. Skyboy says, I just do arts and craft type things. That's awesome. I love it when people make gifts. That's the thing is, I will always love a gift that is made. I think other great gifts that I like to give and to receive are gifts that are an experience, right? Like not a physical object, but an experience. Like let's see. Like to a concert. I think one of my favorite gifts is I got tickets to go see a rodeo. That was a fun gift. That's one of my favorite gifts that I've received. Skyworks says, I'm literally recycling 200 pounds of worn out bike tires this year and making wind chimes. Oh, that's nice. Oh, thanks, Tom. Tom says, don't forget the bulb. I know, our one sad solitary bulb. Twitch did this. Some of you guys will probably find it, but Twitch did this thing this year where they send you a recap of the top clips from each each month on your channel, which I mean, I think it's a really nice thing for Twitch to do. And I'll probably wait to put it on Twitter and Discord till, you know, next week when I'm not here. But it's just funny because last year over last year there's so many changes. We did have, it would have been perfect, I think, if in January I still had just one camera. But the switch from 1 to 2 to 3 cameras happened, I think, all in the last couple months of 2016. Yeah, I will share it. I will share it, but I want to wait. Yeah, Dorf says R.I.P. earbuds. I know. I'm unhappy. I'm unhappy about the state of my. I had my other in-ears, the ones that broke broke earlier this year, and I got them, and it's the same ear both times, my left ear. So I don't know. It's weird, you know. And then I was thinking, can I combine them? Well, I can't combine them because it's the same ear, because they, unfortunately, these monitors. Yeah, there's a right and a left. So the way they're designed, I wouldn't be able to take, even if I could somehow mix them together. I mean, yes, yeah, because okay, so that's my right ear. So I did try this. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to work. But so the right one needs to go on that. Yeah, there's no way to do it. Well, that sort of works. Is that? I mean, whoops. I could do this total hack thing where I'm wearing both sets of in-ears, and like they're literally. Well, anyway, we need to do some music. I started late. Let's do this. Where's Hats is my gift is my song, and this one's for you. Thanks, Where's Hats. Okay, let's do it. What do we do? Oh, Boys Chamber Ensemble. That's our sound. So we're gonna start somber with A minor, but I'm gonna try, if I'm feeling it, to get a little majory in the second loop we come up with. Okay, here we go. Time to Etcetera. I kept thinking during that, the drums are too loud. And I kept turning them down. They're still too loud. And I turned them down more. And they're still too loud. And then I realized the mixer, it's not connected. It's the first time that's ever happened on this show. I guess the USB cable just got a little down. It was just disconnected enough. That's when I reached so I was able to do that fade out. Anyway, thanks for the cows. Thanks for those cows. Oh, and a huge donation from Mr. Robert. Thank you, Mr. Robert. Wow, Mr. Robert writes, Merry Christmas, kid. Thanks, Mr. Robert. Wow, and also a donation from Dom. Dom writes, Happy Holidays, see you next year. I know, isn't that crazy? When you say see you next year, it sounds so far away, but it's actually right around the corner. Oh, thank you, Dom, and thank you, Mr. Robert. Let's see. Wow, thank you. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Wait, is something not working? I see a ETC oops with question mark. Did something just happen? What? Anytime I see ETC oops in chat, I get worried. Oh, thanks, Dom. Let's see. Oh, Iger says just me. Okay, let's see. Let me press this button. Let those roll. Now let's see if this works. Reginald Dowers here with Headphone Envy writes, these headphones, this is tape. I don't know if you guys can see it. These have had a lifetime. So I only have one pair of these. That I have another pair that has also lost the left ear. Everything is losing the left ear. Now the irony of that is the ear that I have hearing issues in my right ear. Minor, but nonetheless something that a musician will notice. So my right ear doesn't work quite so well, and yet it's my left ear earphones that are breaking, the ones that I need the most. Let's see, let's look at these titles. From Where's Hats, we got Fishing Off Cloud 9. From Devil's List Kimbo, we got Traveling into the New Year on the back of a sweet melody. From Beanie Wearing Beanbag, we have Clock Strikes 12. And then we have from Skyborg, we lost him Christmas morning, we remember him Christmas night. And one last one from, oh, Doc Fizzle's here. We have from Dom, we have Deck the Halls and Opus. Okay, those are your title options. We could name that track. Fishing Off Cloud 9, traveling into the new year on the back of a sweet melody. Clock Strikes 12. We lost him Christmas morning, we remember him Christmas night, and Deck the Halls and Opus. So what I do, I did a little bit of flute. And a few shout outs. Chorus of the Oops, Cool Reason. Simply having a wonderful Kidmas time from Doc Bismal. Kidmas. I love it. Chill in the air, electric blue. Warm hearts on a cold winter night. Enigma. Midnight moon. Allegra. Wait, do we have a host from Fall Rate? Did Fall Rate just show up? Oh, there's Fall Rate. Fall Rate says, I told Fall Rate that I'm driving through Vegas. Because Fall Rate, I guess, just came back from there. Fall Rate says, nothing is free, everything has a price. Thank you, Fall Rate, for the raid. Oh, and I don't have a yeehaw prepared for you guys. Speaking of yeehaws, I was telling chat earlier that Twitch has done this this thing where they collect your top most viewed clips from each month of the year, and one of those clips is my yodel yeehaw that I think somebody clipped it, but it was for the Yeehaw Cartel raid. Let's see. And it's a tie between Clock Strikes 12 and We Lost Him Christmas morning. We remember him Christmas night. Okay, tiebreaker. What are the Grease gonna choose? And it's Skyborg's title. We lost him Christmas morning. We remember him Christmas night. It's so long it doesn't quite fit on the screen. So I'm gonna do a yodel here. What can I do? Oh man. Let me think for a second. Let me think. I got a suggestion, but I'm trying to remember if I did this before. Have I done this before? I don't think I have. Have I done a didgeridoo yodel before? This is a good suggestion. It was whispered to me. I don't know that I have. I don't recall that I have. Let's try it. Let's try dig it. I mean, wait. Yeah, we could do that. I think that'll work. Let's see. Let me get a free track. You know what I did is I think I sang through it. I don't think I did a yodel while I was playing the didgeridoo though. Yeah, I did a thunder tube. I don't think I've. We're gonna try. Let's try it. I think we'll be able to do this. Let's fade out this music. So this is for anyone who hasn't seen this before. We get this regular raid from the Fall Rate crew, aka the Yeehaw Cartel, and in honor of the Yeehaw Cartel, we try to give them a yeehaw every time. And I was doing just old school yeehaws, and I kept one up myself, but I didn't have anywhere else to go, I think. So I'm trying to do different kinds of yeehaws now. Okay, let's try this. Is that working? Check. Nope. There we go. Could you guys hear that? I hope you guys could hear it. I was doing it. I did 3 yee-haws in there. Could you hear it? Did it go through? I hope you could hear it. Okay, that was our dig-a-do yee-haw. Thank you, Far Right 1000. Chad, if any of you have not checked out Far Right 1000, please do. He's a stand-up dude, an awesome supporter of our channel, an awesome streamer. Let's see. Thank you, Far Right 1000. Reginald Delaware says, it's like Frampton, do you feel? I had this plan before the show started. I was gonna get, so what Reginald Delaware just referred to is what's called a talk box. And if you check out Frampton Comes Alive, it's an awesome record from the 70s. And Frampton is a guitar player, great guitar player, but what he's known for is he popularized the use of the talk box. And the talk box is this tube. It's a pretty cool thing. Basically what it is. I've had one before. I had to sell mine, but I'd love to get it back sometime. What happens, this is a really cool thing, is whenever you see someone using a talk box, they have this plastic tube and there's a microphone right next to the tube. What is happening is the talk box is actually an amp. And what it's doing is you plug your guitar, your keyboard into this box, and through the tube is amplified sound through the tube. If it's too cranked, it'll shake your fillings out of your teeth if you're not careful. So what they're doing with the mouth is they're basically shaping that sound. So he's not actually talking, he's just shaping. I mean, he is, but what he's doing is that his mouth cavity is shaping this speaker sound that's coming into his mouth. Anyway, that's the talk box. I had this plan early on. I was like, what, because I was like, it's a Twitch thing to recognize new follows and stuff. And I was thinking, I'm going to get a talk box, and every time I get a new follow, we'll recognize them on the talk box. But obviously that didn't happen. That was one of many, 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 many ideas that pop into my head, and then nothing ever happens with them. Oh, Far, you tried to use the link? That link is, it's what's called an anchor. It's on that page. If you take the hashtag part out, it's hashtag commission, and then you scroll down. But you can save it. If I could help you another time, you could save it. So Far Right was our top supporter a couple weeks back and gets a commission. But I can help you on a future show if. Or if you still have time if you want to figure out now, but if you got ahead, that's cool. We could do it on another show. Let's see. Let's see. Just getting these requests in. Whoops. Oh, man. You guys with your decimal BPMs. Too much. Okay, there we go. Uh-oh. There it goes. Do we have a request? Yes, we do. Whoops. Okay. Electric Blue put today's full date into the BPM. Yesterday I realized that the milestone script was running twice. I don't know why yet, but I figured out how to stop it from running twice. So that's good. Although it's running in parallel, so it doesn't exactly buy us time or anything, unfortunately. Fires is what the heck. So the link I sent you, Fall Rate, I think it's something, it was probably something like etceterakid.com/request. And then it probably had like a hashtag commission. And did the link not work at all, or it didn't go where you thought it was supposed to go? Let me just make sure I sent you the right link. Because maybe I didn't send you the right link. Oh, you're right. What's... You were right. I didn't... Oh, I know what it is. It's because I'm a bad programmer. I'm a bad person. And I've not gotten around to... I know. I'm going to try to do this over Christmas. I've not gotten around to getting a certificate for my site. Which means when Twitch does links out of Twitch, they always put HTTPS. But I know it's embarrassing. I haven't had the time. So I'm going to send you this link. It should work now. So that's why it didn't work. Let me just make sure it does jump down. Is it working or is it broken? Okay. Yeah, that'll work now. Okay, I just sent it to you again. So that link should work. What's going to do is if you wait a second, it's going to scroll down to the place, and it scrolls down a little too far. It's at the very top of the page. So I got to improve that. But it is on my list to get a certificate. I know it's shocking, but because there's no login, no one creates an account, there's no security information given. I just haven't worried about it yet. But I'm gonna do a track. Fall Right, if you have questions about how to do the commission part, there's a bunch of folks in chat who've done commissions before. Let's see. Mr. Robert has, Flabs has, Dom has. I'm sure someone else that I've forgotten, but so they can also help you if you're not sure. And if you're not sure what something means, I think for all of them you can put the word random, and it will just do something random. Were there no milestones again? Yeah, no milestones. I wonder if I just broke milestones. Do milestones not work anymore? Maybe I broke them. Was anyone expecting a milestone on that track and they didn't get it? Let me just check my logs and make sure that script ran. Yeah, it ran. It ran. I'm logging how long that script takes, as I added all these little log lines to see how long each part of the script takes, because I'm trying to figure out why it takes so long. It's so slow, the milestone script, and I figured out why. And it's slow because it's very accurate. It recalculates from scratch. Now there's much better ways to do it, but they take longer to set up. So it was easier in a speed way to code it, where it just calculated from scratch. Okay, let's see. Initialize, import our track names. But the funny thing is, I put all this time into speeding up how long it takes to go between songs. Like I've done almost everything I can from a technical point of view. But the biggest thing slowing up the time between songs is not my code. It's not my workflow. It's me. Me just gabbing. But I have gotten a little faster on average than I used to be. Oh, look, no music started. Why didn't background music start? That's weird. Fall 1000 says I isn't sure what all the commission stuff means. I know it's pretty confusing. Here's what we'll do. For the next track, Fall Rate, do you guys have memes? Do you have like fun memes from your channel, like things that people write over and over again besides Yeehaw? Do you have any other things like that? Because what we could do is maybe Dom could help, or some. I know Dom had to leave early, so I'm not sure if Dom's still here. But or Flabs is a pro. Flabs has done 2 commissions. Flabs is you could just do, or somebody who wants to volunteer to do this, is do random for everything except for the drum loops and the drum fills, and do both as do Fall Rate 1000 as like the drum loops. Do both as Fall Rate 1000, and then drum fills. If anyone here knows of fun things related to Fall Rate, do them as PMFG is in there. So a drum loop that's Fall Rate 1000, one that's just PMFG. Anyway, you guys can work on that, and then you can submit the whoever wants to do it. Where's Hats can help. Submit it under your name, Where's Hats, but I'll switch it to Fall Rate 1000 as if Fall Rate submitted it when I process it. So it will be Fall Rate will get the glory. Okay, let's look at these loops. Fall Rate says none are really appropriate. Yeah, we are sort of a anomaly on Twitch in terms of our community standards. Yeah, well, well, you know what we could do? We know what we should do is just every loop and every drum fill should be Fall Rate 1000. Oh, and I don't know if there's a sound random for the instruments. I never created instrument random, so you'll have to choose 2 instruments. And I think for future commissions I'm just gonna have 1 instrument request. I'm not gonna have 2 going forward. I haven't changed eventually I'm gonna change that. Okay, well, here it is. Unstandardizable is our drum loop from Skyborg. Here it is. So this beat, I know it. Y'all, I doubt there's a single person that honestly can say they feel like the U is the start of the beat. Everyone's going to feel like the N is the start of the beat. So listen to this. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something a little different. I've never done this before. I'm going to change this beat as you're listening to it. I don't know. Did you guys feel where the beat changed? We went from the beat being starting on the end to the beat starting on the U. That's our unstandardizable beat. Thank you, Skyborg. Next up, it's the eggnog beat from Dom. Here it is, eggnog. I dig that. Let's put open hat on 1, and that'll be it. Skyborg says, remember when people needed a tutorial to do a commission? Yeah, I'm actually gonna make one of my goals is to make a video explanation of commissions, so that people can watch it, because the entire future of this channel is depending on my ability to entice people to promote this channel in exchange for commissions. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. We'll see, but I'm going to make a video to make it very straightforward for them. I'm not being totally serious, but I'm sort of serious. And the light show is a key part of it too. And we're going to do light shows that do stuff, manipulate things with graphics related to the people who are rating. Let's see. Here's eggnog. Oh yeah, that's egg. We're done. Let's check out our sounds. Whoops. Oh, I did not mean to. Oh, that's okay. We got, okay, first up from Cake John's, we got the edgy synth bass. And then we got organ 1 from Flabs. How is it possible that with all that warning, I still forgot to zero out? After all that. And then from Where's Hats, we got Saturated Air. We got Velvet Mystery from Dwarf. We got Vowel Glider from 13th Nile. We got Eurotrance Lead. Whoa. From Enigma. And that Vowel Glider was from 13th Nile, if I forgot to say it. Okay, you guys choose which sound starts the improv. Skyborg says, some show in the future we need to name the unnamed songs that show up on sound requests. I was talking about this with chat, I don't know, 8 months ago, about listening to all the old songs and naming them. I still would like to do that someday. It's a lot of songs. It's like, I don't know how many songs it is. I think it's, I can tell you exactly. So is filmed where title is empty. 199 songs need titles. Now a lot of these are bad. A lot of them are bad. Yeah, it's basically from between September 5th, 2016 and, oh, it's 198 because that, oh wait, there's a few errors in here, isn't there? Ah, that's a mistake. It's a mistake in the database. Yeah, it's just the first month. Because I guess in October, the second month of streaming, that's when I started, that's when I started to come up with names. I'd come up with 4 or 5 names and then chat would vote. And then as soon as we had a big enough audience that I was confident we'd get good names, because I didn't want to be stuck with like 5 really bad names. Not bad, that's not, I was worried about 5 inappropriate names and people getting angry if I didn't choose their inappropriate title. So I waited until our audience was big enough, which I guess was October. I thought it was, oh no. I think, yeah, so I think I was doing titles for maybe a month and a half, and then we started chat doing titles. But that was pressure, having to come up with 5 titles in like 20 seconds or something, 15 seconds. Okay, Farid, well, tell us when you get back. I'm not going to do a super long show, but I'll do this improv, and then I could do another one, and then yours, or I could do this one and then yours. Okay. Ending this poll. What has chat chosen? And it's the unstandardizable drum loop. Nice. That comes from Skyborg. Oh, it's X Rebel Ground X. How you doing? Yeah, maybe that's what's missing from this channel is maybe I should start cursing all the time. You know, be like most other Twitch streamers. Whenever you can't think of something to say, just curse. That maybe that's what's the missing ingredient. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Tom, do Etcetera. So you saw me pick up the baritone and the trombone at the same time. What I was going to do is I was going to play both at the same time. I've done this before. Not on the show, but I've done this before. And then I realized that the headphones I wouldn't be able to do it because the headphones were not going to allow me to get the instruments close enough together so that I could put both on my mouth and be able to buzz them both at the same time. So I had to abandon that idea because of these headphones. If I had in-ear monitors, it would have been easy peasy. Ah, grumpy kid. But basically, well, I could, yeah, the way when you play two instruments like this, unless I had a trumpet and a baritone, then I could finger both at the same time, but that'd be very difficult. Basically, what you do is you have one instrument playing just a fixed note, and then the other one is where you're changing your notes. And this track, the section I was on would have worked with the trombone staying fixed on an F or a B flat, because it was G minor I was playing. And those are both, that's the fifth and the minor and the seventh of the G minor. And then I could have riffed on the baritone. That was the idea. Sync says valiant effort. As you know, we're talking about cursing on the channel and stuff. When I researched Twitch and I thought about doing the show, I noticed that it's basically 99.999999% of channels on Twitch is pretty much anything goes, certainly cursing wise. Maybe not anything goes, but cursing is no problem, right? And I mean, I don't really curse. I'll explain why in a moment, but that's not why I didn't want to have that in our chat. The reason my thinking is that this is one of the ironies of freedom, right? Is when you have total freedom with zero restrictions, often that encourages a certain kind of behavior that in a way is restrictive of everybody else, or of a lot of other people who aren't going to feel comfortable being in that environment. That's the trade-off, right? And I thought, there's so many channels on Twitch that are safe for 13-year-old boys, right? There's like an infinite number of channels that are safe for 13-year-old boys. But there are not very many channels that are safe for the rest of the universe. And safe is not the right word. I think is that welcoming. Welcoming is the better word. Not safe. I don't like the word safe, but welcoming. So that, so I thought, I think I would like a channel that theoretically everybody could join in and have a good time. That was my thinking. But my reason, so yeah, if you ever hang out with me, you'll notice I don't really curse. And this is not because I'm a goody two-shoes. Some people might say I am. I think in many aspects of my life, no one would say that. But I thought about this. I thought about this a long time ago when I was, and I thought, and probably a lot of people have not done this. I thought about what are the categories of curse words, at least in English, at least in America. And I came up with there's 3 categories of curse words. There's scatological, there's sacrilegious, and there's sexual, sex-related. Those are the 3 categories. Virtually every curse word comes from one of those 3 categories. So I thought about that. And I thought about each of them. And I thought, let's see, scatological. Well, I'm not 6 years old anymore. That scatological just seems, that's not my thing. This seems immature. This is me as like a 17-year-old, 16 or 17-year-old thinking. And then I thought sacrilegious. I was like, even if I don't buy into all that of a certain religion or whatever, even if I'm not into that, what value do I get disrespecting what someone else really believes in? So I don't want to do the sacrilegious. And then I thought about the sexual related. And the thing is with curse words is that in a way, curse words they're a violent act in the sense that I think most of the time we use curse words. I think the thing is that historically the way most people use curse words is in moments of anger. I think this becomes so normalized it gets used all the time. But this is me thinking as a 16, 17-year-old. And I thought, I don't like the idea of equating sex with violence, even though that is common, sadly, in our universe. Very common. I didn't like that. So I was left with no curse words. I had 3 categories. I had reasons I didn't want to do each category. And so what I started doing as a 16-year-old is I started inventing my own curse words. And they were things, I remember some of them. One of them was riskumatia. That was one of them. Askmalakiata. That was another one. So I had these curse words that I'd invented. And I'd say them when I'd get mad. And then I'd realize how ridiculous of a word I just said. And it would put perspective on the whole situation. And I'd have to step back and say, maybe I need to chill out about what I just got mad about. So yeah, you're not going to hear me curse very often if you hang out with me. Certainly not on the show. However, I say that, and I don't mind if other people curse in real life. That's totally fine. But yeah, on our chat, I prefer that people don't, just because I feel like there are some people that will feel not very comfortable here, and I don't think it's a huge infringement on freedom to ask folks to choose when and where they're going to curse. I don't think that's a huge encroachment because there's an infinite number of places where you're free to. So that is my thinking. I've never talked about it on the show. I don't know if I've maybe I should not have explained. I don't know, but that was my thinking. But I recommend, even if you love cursing, right? For fun and do it in, like, I know a lot of Twitch streamers who curse. They're not doing it angry. It's like just fun. It's just like another word. Instead of saying like, they'll say a curse word. Instead of they'll insert a curse word. But I think a lot of us, we get angry sometimes. We get frustrated, and that's when you hear curses in a way that is unpleasant, right? It's not unpleasant when someone just says it randomly. But if someone, if you're driving through an intersection and I don't know, someone cuts you off, but they think it's your fault and they curse back at you, it doesn't feel good, right? But I recommend invent your own curse word and try it out. Try saying your own curse word when you get mad. And I think it will, because a lot of times when we get mad, we're not helping ourselves out by being mad. You know what I mean? And I think it helps to have to sort of step out of your situation for a second and realize how what you're mad about probably isn't that important. Hey, broskiff. Let's see. Okay, let's start looking at our... Let's see. But I've always, I've been a part of the artsy world and so I've always been around. And it's sometimes it's fun. Some people curse in the most creative, fun ways, and it's fun. I've never asked someone not to curse in person because I personally don't care. But the thing is, when you're creating a community, you're also thinking about what it's gonna be like for everyone else, not just for yourself. And that's what I was thinking about. I wanted a place that if the people, if they had kids, could watch and feel like they could be, have fun and be comfortable. Why is that not playing? Oh, it is. Okay. Let's look at these titles. But I hope no one's misunderstanding me. I am not saying you shouldn't curse in your life. You are welcome to go nuts. I don't think there's anything fundamentally wrong with it at all. It's just, I personally have my own reasons why I don't, and I have different reasons why I choose not to have it in our chat. I feel like there's some sort of theme to these titles, but I don't quite understand them yet. From Sync, we got Broken Traffic Light. A sub goes downstairs from Cake Johnson. Hard-boiled peanuts from Skyborg. Let's see. Oh, I get it now. You guys are trying to sort of sneak in some... I get it. World Up Late Night, Beanie Wearing Beanbag. One last one. From Dom, a holiday partly. Okay, those are your options. Hey, Airball. Let's see. What did I do in that track? I just did some trombone. Let's see. What happened? Oh, there it is. If I went out, says I welded my stream, so cussing is important. I know. When you hurt yourself. There they go. Oh wait, were we gonna do? Oh wait, Faray was back. Did Faray's commission go through? I already is doing this. Oh man, can I go backwards? I already started bringing requests for the next track. Gosh. So Faray, it's a real. It's crazy for me to go backwards. I can't really. Can I? Yeah, I can. Let's see if Faray's commission went through. Oh, and it's broken traffic light from Sync. Let me see if this commission's here. Oh, it looks like it isn't. Oh, it's fine. Okay, it didn't go through yet. So we'll save far rates. Yeah, sync with the title, Broken Traffic Light. Oh, ClaraBowBunny's here. Hey, ClaraBowBunny. Oh, Farray says, when I hurt myself, I kind of get quiet and change the subject. Let's see, milestones. Do we have any? Let's load them up. See, this time I remember to do this. So the question is, does zeroing out take the same length of time that the milestone script does run? Because if it does, then I don't have to worry about speeding up milestones because I need this time to zero out anyways. It's about the same time as it takes. So that's not so bad. Let's see, our first request. Hey, it's I for Leaks. Hey, I for Leaks. It's Agar Mint's first request ever, and it's a drum loop, no less. First request of ever, first drum loop of many from Agar Mint. And then we have Sync's fifth drum loop and Flab's 100 sound. Well, Farray, if we don't get it today, we'll definitely make it happen for your next show. You and I can communicate and work it out how to do it. Because I know it's not super user friendly, the commission process. Yeah, we'll do it next time. It'll be 2018. It'll be the one of the first commissions of 2018. Because I'm taking next week off. As you know, I'm going to visit family, and on the way I'm going through Vegas. For whatever reason, I've always thought about language. Thought a lot about language in my life. The meaning of words, the power of words. The not taking things for granted. Another thing I thought about as a teenager was starting my own holiday. Which would, if I ever had a family, the idea is we'll have our own holiday, our own traditions. We'll name it. I mean, I do understand. I can empathize somewhat with liking tradition that's outside of us. That is, But I like the idea of coming up with a word that you can imbibe its own meaning yourself. That it's not inheriting meaning, but you're giving it its own meaning. I still like that idea. That's why we have Say My Name. You know, I like, and it's not totally free for all Say My Name, but in real life, if we became friends, you know, and I'm friends with many of you already, and let's say your name was Jim, and you decided one day that you really wanted to be Dave, I would accept it like that. I might forget sometimes, but now granted, I'd better accept it since I've had a number of names and nicknames in my life. And when I say a number, I mean more than 2. Fare says, buffet at Bellagio is worth every penny. I wanted to go see Cirque du Soleil, but I looked at tickets and it's like, no, I don't need to. It's not worth it. All right, I'd have fun seeing a magic show too. Has anyone in chat seen a magic show in person? I've never seen a magic show in person, but I really appreciate a good show. I don't know if this is a guilty pleasure. I don't know if people think this is. I don't know, but I'm not ashamed. When I have every like 9 months or 16 months, I'll think about magic for some reason. Then I'll go on YouTube. And I'll watch some of the latest Fooled Us. You know, have anyone seen that show, The Penn and Teller Fooled Us? It's fun. It's fun seeing these. I mean, sometimes. So basically, the premise of this show is that magicians try to fool Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller, two of the most famous magicians in the world. And sometimes it feels like Penn and Teller, they knew how the trick was done, but they're just being nice. Sometimes it feels like that. But sometimes you look at Penn and Teller and you see this joy on their faces, like they want to be tricked too. They don't want to catch the magician. They want to see something that they don't know how it's done. And I love that. I love seeing that in them. That, you know, there's not this pretentious thing of, oh, we know magic and we know everything. No, they're like kids. They want to see it for the first time. They want that experience. You know, I don't know if they put it in the same words, but I feel like it's that they want, you know, when you're a kid and you first see a magic trick, and it's just, it is magic, right? And then once you become a magician, and I'm not that, but it seems like, you know, you go behind the curtain, right? You see that it's all just a trick. You figure it all out. And then you share with other folks, but you know, it's hard to get that sense of wonder back. Let's see. Reginald Delaware says there's an episode with the blind guy that was awesome. I think I remember that. He was the car dealer, right? Yeah. ClaraBowBunny says, the magician I saw had a fantastic routine involving about 20 mini umbrellas. Never seen anything like it since. I think some of my favorite magicians are the ones that it's almost performance art. There's sort of a sense of wonder and beauty to the performance, and that's one of the reasons I want to see Cirque du Soleil someday. I've seen a bunch of shows on TV, but I have to say again, we had 100 was it drum fills for Flabs, big milestone there. Okay, we got the retro rock kit. I did try to do a little magic as a kid. I just remembered. I bought a book, and one of the tricks I made was a little box that had a false bottom, and where you could sort of, what was it? I think I'd show the box, and the false bottom would be on the top, right? And I'd only open it part way, and you put $1 in, and then I close the box. The false bottom falls down on top of the $. Then I open it again, and the $s disappeared. And I was so psyched about that. I remember I made it myself from instructions. I mean, it wasn't an original trick, but I still had to construct this box. And okay, let's see. What are our drum loops? He says, I just wanted to tell our deaf. No, that's just his persona. Apparently in the duo, he's the magician. He's Penn is the showman, the front man, but Teller is sort of the brilliant magician. I guess he has like a library of tricks, of magic, but you'll see them, he talks, but he just doesn't talk as a performer. I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm 99% sure it's all an act. Oh yeah, what loops? Here's Sync's loop. That's a nice syncopated beat. Let's just ghost these a bit. Here's Sync's beat. Funky beat. Thank you, Sync. Next up, it's Agar Mint. Agar Mint's first beat. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I hope I am. Agar Mint, or is it Agar Minty? It's probably Agar Minty because you capitalize. You've distinctly differentiated the T from the Min. Agar Minty. I think all we need is a kick, I think. Here's Agar Minty. I love those three kicks right at the beginning. And the kick on two. You don't hear a kick on beat two very often. We talked about on the show. You don't see things like that, beats like that very often. Thank you, Agar Minty and protosynk. Let's check out our sounds. We got Sci-Fi B Movie Moore's hats. We got electric guitar, muted notes from Enigma. Mercury Lake from Skyborg. FM Mega Stack from Electric Blue. Fat Fifth Lead from Flabs. Oh, and there's ClaraBowBunny with ClaraBowBunny's Crush Bunny. We did a challenge, a title challenge yesterday, on Monday. It was in honor of Mr. Robert. We did an SQL challenge, a SQL challenge, where you had to use a command from SQL. And it got me thinking. I was trying to solve something with SQL, and my SQL is, elementary basically. I'm comfortable with joins and doing very complicated joins, but I only learn what I need to when I code, which means I have huge holes in my knowledge. But I thought, I'm just going to skim through, because I have this something with my lighting software I'm writing for the show. I needed to figure out a way to do some more complicated, than I could figure out how to do with joins. So I was just, looking through some names, and in doing so, I learned some things I didn't know yet. Intersect. I learned intersect, which basically solved my main problem that I needed to do. So intersect was nice. And accept could be helpful. I'm not sure I need it, but I'm glad I know about accept now. And then I learned, the coolest thing I learned about that I didn't know about were CTEs. I forget what they stand for. Maybe someone in chat remembers what CTE stands for. But I have some of these select statements where you've got selects embedded in selects embedded in selects. And it's very hard to read. When you make it, it's you know what you made, but when you come back to it, a month later and you're looking at embedded selects, or a year later. So CTEs allow you to skip all this embedding and create code that's sort of readable. Okay, you guys choose. Did I do that sound? Yeah, I did. Oh, I didn't show ClaraBowBunnies though. There's Crush Bunny. Okay, let's see. You guys choose which sound starts the improv. It could be sci-fi B movie, electric guitar muted notes, Mercury Lake, FM Mega Stack, Fat Fifth Lead, or ClaraBow's Crush Bunny. And speaking of title challenges, let's do one. Let's do a title challenge on this. Okay, here's your title challenge. We've never done anything like this before. I want you to go to, and I'm not going to do this myself, so this is just to inspire you. I might choose some titles that didn't do this, and that's fine. This is just for those of you who do this all the time and you want to challenge yourself. This is the challenge. Go to the NewYorkTimes.com, nytimes.com, and it has to be from a headline, and big font headline, not one of the million little ones. Pick a word from the headline that isn't an article like a or the, isn't a preposition like of or on or above, but a noun or a verb or an adverb or an adjective. You could use one, you could use multiple, and use that in the title you submit. That's the challenge. That's the I don't know what we'll call it, but we'll call it the New York Times challenge for this one. Although you might get distracted and just start reading the Times, but okay, I'm into this poll. What's chat chosen? Frambox, paste the link in. Thank you, Frambox. Or is Fwams? Oh yeah, you did say my name. It's Fwams now. Oh, a tiebreaker. Let's see, what is it? And it's Fat Fifth Lead from Flabs. Nice. Oh, awesome, Far Right. Thank you. So we'll start with the Fat Fifth Lead from Flabs, not to be confused with Fwams. Now guys, do it. Time to Etcetera. Here we go. And I always love it when it's often Enigma gives me one of those electric guitar muted notes sounds. Always makes for fun tracks. Thanks for those calps. Let's see, title time. Oh, thanks, frambox. Flams. Or flambox, that's what you had requested. Flambox. Oh, and speaking of flambox, happy holidays, kid. A donation from flambox. Happy holidays, kid. Thanks for the year of awesome music. Thank you, flambox. Ah, thank you. And a cheer from Nifty Guy 1. Thank you, Nifty Guy 1. Oh, thank you, Flambox and Nifty Guy 1. 2 cheers from Nifty Guy 1. Oh, thank you. Let's see. Let's start this. Oh, you know, it's so funny. You guys can't see this, but on VLC is what plays back our background music. Well, not our background music, what we just played. And since it's audio, there's no video, and the graphic on VLC is their logo, which is the traffic cone, but it's got a Santa Claus helmet, Santa Claus hat on it. Okay, let's see. From Flambox, Pickpocket Etiquette. Pickpocket Etiquette. What is Pickpocket Etiquette? From Eastside, no, we got In Dark Times We Run. From Sync, we got 8-Bit Campaign Reform. And let's see, 2 more. March of the Aardvark Armored Core from Skyborg. And one last one. From Cake Johnson, A Congress of Loops. There's your title challenge. There's your titles to choose from. Pickpocket Etiquette. In Dark Times We Run, 8-Bit Campaign Reform, March the Aardvark Armored Core, and A Congress of Loops. Hey Solok, welcome. If you type new, you'll get the link. But I'm going to start getting requests right now, probably for the last track. So I recommend doing a drum loop command right away, ! Drum loop, and you probably will get a drum loop. You can also do a drum fill command, and then if you're really fast, you go to the website and demo some sounds, and you might get a sound request too. I'll give you a second to do that drum loop request. You don't have too much time. Whoops. Did we do a key request? Well, we'll find out, won't we? I don't see a drum loop. Well, we're just gonna have to go with it. Okay, send this poll. What has chat chosen? And it's Flambox's Pickpocket Etiquette That track, courtesy Frambox. Okay, we almost got a request ready. Congrats to Frambox. Look at all of Frambox's titles there. Soliloquy, Wind in Your Hair, Digital Fauna, Soap on the Tightrope. I think I've told you this, Frambox, but I probably told you when you did that title. But my grandmother was a trapeze artist in the 20s and 30s, 1920s and 30s. And we have all our old scrapbooks and photos of her friends and stuff. There's some amazing photos. We've got a lot of the 8x10 promo photos that they would have. Okay, 0 out. Let's see, do we have any milestones? We do. This is Flab's 250th track. Congrats, Flabs. 250. Huge. And it's Sync's 5th sound. Congrats on those milestones. Whoa. That was dangerous. Okay, let's see. I think this is gonna be our fastest intro song. I'm trying to do it as quick as I can, because I want to find out how fast I can go. I think the fastest I can do it with 0 interaction is probably 6 minutes right now, 5-6 minutes. Okay, let's see, what's our drum kit? It's the stereo drum kit. But yeah, my goal is to figure out a way where I can do it in 3 minutes. End a song and 3 minutes later start another song. No, we won't always do that, but I'd like to have that ability. I clearly still have a few things I gotta figure out. And I still talk too much. Oh, but I wanted to do we haven't done triplets yet. I'm slowing myself down now. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got our loops. First up, it's Penguins. Penguins from Allegro. Let's check it out. And that feels like we're gonna make a triplet though. This is triplet beat. We're not doing straight eighths. It sure feels like it though, doesn't it? It feels like this perfect little straight eighth beat, but that's not what we're doing. That is not what we're doing. Now let's just put this snare right there to really drive home what our beat is. Whoops. There it is, Penguins. Flare says, "Can I add an opinion?" I'm not sure what you mean, but certainly express your opinions. That's Penguins. We got ESAD Note. Here's ESAD Note. Let's add a kick there. Let's drop the snare a bit. Let's drop these snares a lot. This snare slide. Hey, Jiffy. How you doing, Jiffy? Here we go. East side note. Yeah, one of the things that we might do during raids is just have one drum loop to speed it up. Normally it's awesome having two, and I like having two beats in the improv, but it does take time when we're doing raids. And another thing we'll do in raids, we'll totally skip sound demo part of the show. We'll just go straight from the drum loops to the song, because that takes a long time. Sounds pretty dark bass from Flabs. We got 80s pop organ from Mr. Robert. Mountain flute from Sync. Trance strings from Enigma. Supervillain brass from Nifty Guy 1. Dark movements from ClaraBowBunny. Okay, those are your sound options. So, I'm also, in general, I'm going to keep sound poles the shortest. Sound poles will be very short, so you snooze, you lose on sound poles. So they'll probably only be on screen for like 10-15 seconds before the poll ends. Corbin says, going for No Shave December. I've been too busy. I've been burning the candle at every single end. I've been taking a candle and just throwing it in the fire. That's been my life. Because I've been doing this other job, and I'm trying to do this light show, trying to finish this code for the light show and do normal stuff. So yeah, shaving just hasn't been in the cards. I will save before I see you guys in January. I won't be clean shaven. I never shave down to the skin. But I won't look quite as much of a ruffian. Okay, men of the poll. Oh, it's been 12 months since Pretty Dark Bass. Oh, it's Penguins. Penguins. Cool. The Penguins drum loop. So it took me from the time of ending the last song to this point, it took 12 minutes. And that was with the, I still interacted some. So I, still pretty long, but 12 minutes is not bad. I mean, sometimes it's, once we start interacting or I go off on a tangent, suddenly it's 20 minutes and it's like we're a talk show, not a music show. You guys do it. Time to Etcetera. Here we go. So when I started that, I'm pretty out of it, tired today, and I just look at my track name and it said "Pretty Dark Bass." It's like, okay, it's a bass sound. So I start. I think I'm gonna hear, a bass sound. I go to start playing something, and this is the sound. It's not what I was expecting. I was expecting something more like this. But no, it was. But once I doubled it with the pop organ and the bass, and that made it it gave it this quirky sort of sound. I liked it. Let's see. Oh, we got a host from I Has a Beard. Hey, I Has a Beard. I wish I could say I have a beard, but I just have this scraggly thing. I'm never gonna have a real beard. This is the best I can do. So I'm gonna have to check out I Has a Beard's beard. Thank you so much for the raid. I was gonna wind down, but maybe we'll do one more after maybe we'll do one more track. Let's see, let's do our titles quick. But thank you so much for the raid. Raiders, if you've never seen the show before, this is all improvised from scratch. Means we never know what's going to happen. But the improv grows out of requests that you guys make. So you guys have a huge impact on the music that's created on the show. And you guys also name the song. So that's what we're doing right now. Is I'm going to quickly get some titles from chat. As the Light Grows Dim from ClaraBowBunny. Marionette Masquerade from Enigma. Echoes of a Whisper from Mr. Robert. The sounds the planets make, Devils and Kimberly, and one last one. Otherworldly wears hats. Okay, those are your title options. We could name this track As the Light Grows Dim, Marionette Masquerade, Echoes of a Whisper, The Sound the Planets Make, or Otherworldly. Let me shout out a couple more. We had Madness Not Unlike Reality from Skyborg, Icicle Concert from Cake Johnson, Bach to the Future, he said, Note, and The Peace Virus from Frambox. And what did I do on that track? I did a little bit of melodica. So yeah, we'll do one more. We'll do one more track. Oh, we got bagel spiders. Nice. So if you're, well, we've already got most of the requests in, but here we go. Almost got these. That crash cymbal was so loud. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we need a ton of drum fills. We are short drum fills, so quickly, before I have to get the Greeks involved, we need like 9 drum fills. Here, let's end this poll. What? You guys have some time to do the drum fills, and it's ClaraBowBunny's title. Nice. As the Light Grows Dim. Wow, nice. Another nice title from ClaraBowBunny. Okay, we're good on drum fills now. And don't let me forget, we'll do our tour poll in just a moment. While I zero out and see if our milestone script is done by the time I'm done. No, I'm still waiting for the milestone script. Come on, milestone script. There it goes. Let's see, some milestones. This track's going to feature the first request ever, and it's a drum loop from Bagel Spiders. Nice, first of many from Bagel Spiders. This is Ducker's 100th song, number 100. Congrats, Ducker, on the big number 100. And lastly, this is Allegra's 50th sound. A bunch of good milestones there. Nice. Let's do, you know what? Well, let me show those requests and then we'll, in just a second. We'll do this salvo in just a second. Okay, let's get these, import these track names, generate these drum fills. Make our drum loops. Okay, let's check out these loops. So for anyone who just rated, so the drum loops on this channel, all the drums you hear are generated from people's usernames and text that are submit. Whoops. And we're going to look at these. Whoops. We're going to look at our first 2 loops. This first loop comes from Weirm Drake. Let's check it out raw from our generator. That kick is something else. Let's lower that kick. Well, let's put a kick on 1. Doesn't need to be quite as loud though. Now let's put a snare on 4. That's all we're going to do that beat. Okay, here's Worm Drake's beat. Nice. Thank you, Worm Drake. Next up, it's Bagel Spider's first loop ever. Let's check it out. Here it is. What is this kit? Minimal hip hop kit. Okay, let's crescendo these snares. And volume right there. Let's lower that kick a bit. Lower this kick just a bit. Let's drop the volume on these a bit. And that should be good. Actually, let's put a hat right there. Here's Bagel Spider's beat. Nice. Thank you, Bagel Spiders. Let's check out our sounds. Yamaha Grand Piano. This is requested by Enigma. Let's check it out. And then it's Allegra's signature sound, Dissonant Bells. We got Aqua Chant from Allegra as well. We got Voice Becomes Flute from 13th Nile. And there it is, classic techno. I remember this is a loud sound. I'm going to drop it down. And lastly, we have Beach Bells from Where's Hats. Okay, you guys choose which sound starts the improvisation. Oh, and I should do our tour poll. Well, I'll do our tour poll. You know, I'll do the tour poll after this track. That's what I'll do. After our titles, we'll do our tour poll. Has the background music not? Oh no, it was going. Let's do a title challenge. No title challenge. Free for all. Free for all. Okay. Ending the poll. Oh, Root Penrod's here. Let's see what Chad has chosen. It's Beach Bells. Nice. Beach Bells and Where's Hats. Was this a sound debut? I don't recognize this. Has this been used before? It has, 3 times. But it hasn't been used in almost a year. So that's why I don't remember it. Beach Bells, last used on Teardrop Waterfall. Nice. Okay, let's do it. Last track. Time to Etcetera. That was sort of a different one. Thanks for those calves. How about the piano? The piano, I threw tons of distortion on it. I threw on my that gain sequencer plugin I made. That was interesting. And we got a cheer from Enigma. Thank you, Enigma, for that cheer. Let's see. Let's look at these titles. Let's see what titles you guys. Oh, thanks, Room Penrod. Let's see our titles. Beyond the Universe from Bagel Spiders. From Weird Drake, Rhythm of Echoes. Distant Origin from Room Penrod. Strategic Haunting, 13 Nile. Let's see, one last one. Wind Chime, Wind Tunnel from Skyborg. Okay. Those are your title options. Oh, thanks, Devil's Nest Kimberly. Beyond the Universe, Rhythm of Echoes, Distant Origin, Strategic Haunting, or Wind Chime, Wind Tunnel. We shout out a few more. We had from Devil's Nest Kimberly, we had The New Year is Waxing. A Glimmer in the Void, ClaraBowBunny. Singularity Among Drones, Craig Johnson. Digital Deliverance, Enigma. In the Shadow of Saturn from Frambox. Okay, after this poll, we're going to do our tour poll. Oh, Ozchunk's here. Hey, Ozchunk. Is Camera 3 doing a little better the last couple shows? I think it has been a little better, right? It's a little crooked, but okay. Should end any second now. There it goes. Okay. What has chat chosen? Rhythm of Echoes from Worm Drake. Nice. Nice. Worm Drake has named it Rhythm of Echoes. Nice. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. And this is that Worm Drake's second title, also Forest Wind. Congrats to Worm Drake. Okay, let's do it. We're going to name our tour for January, the first tour of 2018. Let's check out. Let's see, what do we... Wait, that's not right. That's what I meant to press. Okay, this is the first. This is gonna be, so for anyone who's new, we have a venue the chat chooses for every show. It's also the name of the album. We release an album for every show. And then we have a tour name, which is for the month of shows. All are part of that tour. So here are your options. Our January tour could be named New Year, New Kid. That's a title. That's from Qubit. Making it up as we go from Where's Hats, Star-Lord's favorite mixtape, Sam Mac H27, Summer Memories from Mr. Robert, or Not Quite Awake Yet from Dom. Those are your tour options. Let's see. I'll give you some time. I have no idea what you guys are gonna choose. You know what? You guys haven't seen Jiffy Starchild in a while, right? Let me bring Jiffy to say hi. Here's Mr. Starchild. Look at your friends in chat. Do you recognize that handsome dog right there? That's you. Oh, hey, Seabex here. How you doing? You good? Yeah, he's a little tired. Yeah, I don't give you guys many opportunities to spam Jiffy's emote. How you doing? He doesn't know it, but he's going on a long 2-day car trip. It's gonna be the most exciting 2 days for him in the last year. You don't know, but you're gonna be pumped. He loves driving the car, mainly because he thinks he's going to the dog park, but we'll have to stop a bunch so you can get out. What do you think about that? Okay, let's find out what's our tour. What's our tour for January gonna be named? Let's see. Making it up as we go is Where's Hats. And Where's Hats has Where's Hats. This is unheard of. Where's Hats, I think. Has this the second tour that Where's Hats is named? Or no, it's first tour. First tour for Where's Hats. Nice. Nice. Congrats. I'm not sure if Where's Hats is here, but congrats. Oh, the Where's Hats is. Yeah, first tour for Where's Hats. This is a select club. There have only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 people have named tours so far. We have... I'm going to read them out. We haven't done these in a while. Is there anybody out there? Mana Plate, named that. Raw from the Generator, that was Ariano Esquire. Kazoo Riot, Scovalanche. Dreaming in Binary, it was Major Lift. Tubi's Reign of Terror, Flavs. Hey June from Judge 80. Failing the Touring Test from Kruvek. Sunset Sorbet from Marmar. Vuvuzelis, ClaraBowBunny. Octagon Wheels, Dom. Lightbulb Harvest, Cake Johnson. Land of Wild Turkey, MercerSkye. And making it up as we go, our friend, our amazing mod, Where's Hats. Nice. Okay, let's see. Let's start prepping the end. Let's see, what do we do? Press this button. So our show tonight, we did, it was the last show of the Land of Wild Turkey tour. It was in a cave of distortion named by Mr. Robert. We did 5 tracks. The first one, it doesn't fit on screen. I'm going to read it all, though. We lost him Christmas morning. We remember him Christmas night. That was named by MercerSkye Skyboard. We did Broken Traffic Light. We did Pickpocket Etiquette, As the Light Grows Dim. Wait, is this right? Yeah. And then we ended on Rhythm of Echoes. Nice. Let's see. We're gonna do our thank yous. I know, man. Last show of 2018. First, let's thank our superstar mods tonight. We had Be Crafty, ClaraBowBunny, Reason, Dom, Frambox, Tubi, and Wears Hats. Thank you, mods, for your help tonight. We had a host from Far 1009 Has a Beard. Thank you so much for those hosts and raids. We had subs and resubs from Flabs and Cake Johnson. Thank you for those subs and those both resubs. 8 months for Flabs, 3 months for Cake Johnson. Thanks, Enigma. We had a huge donation from Mr. Robert. Thank you again, Mr. Robert. Mr. Robert was our commissioner this week, and looks like Mr. Robert's going to be our commissioner for the first week of 2018. Thank you, Frambox and Dom, as well, for your donations. Thank you so much for your generosity. We had cheers from Allegra, Nifty Guy 1, Enigma, and Mr. Robert. Thank you for those cheers. Where's Hats says Tubi gets billing above me. It is in alphabetical order, Where's Hats. In fairness. It's in alphabetical order. I think. Wasn't it in alphabetical order? Yeah, it's alphabetical order. But you're right. You're right. Tubi shouldn't get any credit at all. That's the problem, is when Tubi's controls making this screen, Tubi's of course going to give himself credit. Okay. Thank you to everyone who's hanging out tonight. Thank you, lurkers and chatters. Now it's time for the shout out. If you've never seen the shout out before, here's how it works. These 26 names we see on the screen either named one of our tracks, named our current venue, named our current tour, and or made a request and made it on one of these songs, changing the course of history. My goal is to say all their names in one breath. My record is 59 or 61, so this won't be a record. I tried to do 3 times through on Monday, and I did not make it. If I did 3 times through, this would be quite impressive, right? That would be what, 78? So I don't think it's gonna happen, but you know, I'm just gonna go for two times is still good. 2 times would be 52, but I'm gonna do my best. So you're gonna see some of these names that say a little differently. I'm not cheating. I'm honoring their Say My Name. So here we go. Oh, I should fade out that background music. I think it's still going. So 78. Can I really should practice this off the show, because there's probably some tricks to it that I'm not doing well, that I could do better. Agar Mintio, Agar Bako Spiders, Beanie Wearing Beanbag, Kate Johnson, ClaraBowBunny, Cool Reason, Devils Can Be Dom, Dwarf, Ducker, Brew, Neighbor, AZ, No, Flabs, Frambox, Mr. Robin, Digga, One, Digifreeze, Oshug, Moon, Panrod, Skyboard, Sync 13 Now, Where's Hats, Worm, Drake, Agar, Mim, Agar, Bako Spiders, Beanie Wearing Beanbag, Kate Johnson, ClaraBowBunny, Cool Reason, Devils Can Be Dom, Dwarf, Ducker, Brew, Neighbor, DZ, Node, Flabs, Frambox, Mr. Robin, Digga, One, Digifreeze, Oshug, Moon, Panrod, Skyboard, Sync 13 Now, Where's Hats, and Worm, Drake. I barely made it 2 times through. I'm tired. I'm tired. Nice. Thank you. You know, I almost wish that I had another show and I would do a shout out of every single person who's made a request this year. I wonder how many people that's been. I wonder how many people have had requests this year. I could probably find that out. Let's how many unique people have had a request filled (2001, 2017). This is a very difficult script for this to figure out the way I'm doing it, so I probably won't know in time, but It looks like, oh wait, I need to omit the, I need to omit our RNGs. So it looks like we had over 20,000 requests and titles and venues submitted. So let's see how many. This script might break my program. Let's see. Let's try it. Let's see. How long is this going to take? This might take a while. I'm going to start. Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. I was supposed to start rolling the subcredits. I should have done that before I ran this script. This is a big mistake. You know what? Let me. I shouldn't even cancel it now. Oh well. I don't know if anyone's still here. My programs are all frozen now because I ran this command. Well, you know what? I'm going to start looking for our while this tries to run. Yeah, I think I knew better. I knew that this script would crash. Or it might not have crashed. Maybe it's still going. Let me. We're gonna find someone to raid while that happens. Flambox is still here. Yeah, that script is still going. Is trying to do is trying to go from the request table. I found all the requests and is trying to find the related users, but it had to go through. I was an idiot. It has to go through 20,000 requests and then check if that user is. It's still. I mean, it's not crashed. Whereas that says I'm still here-ish. I don't know if I should just. Oh, there it went. There it went. We had requests from over 1,000 different people. Made requests, titles, venues. It must. I feel like it's more than that, but no, it is 1,000. Well, technically it says 1,050. Okay, let's roll our subcredits. Oh yeah, do I have someone to raid? Wait, why didn't our subcredits roll? Oh, there. There we go. Now we're going to have subcredits. There we go. Okay, well, our credits roll. Oh, this guy's fun. Let's rate him. Okay. Okay, if you've never done a raid before, here's how it's gonna work. Well, it's different now. I don't know if I'm gonna go with Twitch's new system. I don't particularly like it, but we're gonna try it again. This raid's gonna happen automatically. All you have to do is be passive and stay on the channel, and it'll. But if you don't want to go on the raid, there's a little box that's going to pop up and say you don't want to go on it. But what I don't like about it is that with my old system, I could time it pretty perfectly. I think it was pretty close to right when I finish and say goodbye to you guys within like 5 seconds or so. The raid starts. But now it's 30 seconds from when I trigger it, so it's a little harder to think 30 seconds. Anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out on our final show. I was pretty beat and worn out, but we still had some fun music in there, and chat was fun as always. I hope to see you guys very soon. If not, in 2018. Oh, I hope I see you guys in 2018. I hope I see you. I think the first show will be New Year's Day, January 1st. And it'll I wish I could say I'm just going to start the light shows on our first show of 2018, but I still have a ton of work to do. But the good news is that this contract job is over. Well, that's good and bad news. The bad news is that means I have very little time to make this work. But the good news is I will have the time to devote to the so I can do like 5 or 6 days, 10, 15-hour days on the light shows. We get that started. So I'm pumped for it. I think it's gonna be fun. These what I've got in it's. I think it might be the coolest thing for the show. Cooler than the looping, cooler than everything else that I've done. I think this is could be pretty sweet. So we'll see. Anyway, I hope to see you guys on the raid. I hope to see you guys in Discord. Say hello. Yeah, have a wonderful rest of 2017. Thank you for keeping me company through all or most or some. Some of you guys have been hanging out on this channel since 2016. But even if it's your first day, I appreciate you. Thank you to all you guys. I would not be still streaming if you guys weren't here. So thank you guys. Let's do it. Jiffy says goodbye. I'm glad you guys got to see Jiffy at the end of 2017. Be safe if you're traveling. Just have a lovely end of the year and just power into the best. 2018 is going to be all our best years of our life. I can feel it. 2018 is going to be our year. It's going to be our year. Okay, I'll see you guys. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this raid. So I'm going to press this button. Now we got to wait 30 seconds. But I think it's going to work. I'm going to sign off though. But I hope you guys will join me on this raid. I'll see you guys. Take care.